When you say someone is your girlfriend or your boyfriend, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? When you say someone is your girlfriend, for example, if a young man say, "Oh, she's my girlfriend," and you are going to church or a Christian, you are born again, you're a believer. My question is, what are you doing with her as your girl? Why? Why is she your girlfriend? What are you doing? And sometimes I ask them, are you going to marry her? Some of them will say, oh, I'm not ready for marriage yet. I'm still in high school. I'm still in college. I'm not ready yet. Okay. If you're not ready for marriage, why are you calling somebody your girlfriend? And why are you calling somebody your boyfriend? What are you doing together? The Bible said, do not fall in love before time. Songs of Solomon. Do not fall in love before time. So this idea of you see a young person, there's a particular person, opposite sex, they call boyfriend or girlfriend. And you know, you both are not cutting, you are not in a relationship for marriage. You are just probably sleeping together, touching yourselves, visiting one another, sleeping over. That is not biblical. Boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you call it, it is not in the Bible. It's an ungodly relationship and you need to stop. It's not biblical. You need to stop. Except you are not a Christian, except you are not born again, you are not a believer. But if you're a child of God, you shouldn't be doing that. You should not. And some parents, you need to talk to your children. Some parents, your daughter will tell you, oh, my boyfriend is coming over. Your daughter, who is a teenager, is telling you that her boyfriend is coming over. Are you kidding me? What kind of generation are we raising? What are they going to do together? A teenager, a girl who is in school, probably high school, secondary school. Let me talk to parents, then I'll switch over to adults. Listen, the devil is after your children. Let me just tell you, the enemy is after your children, right? Go to internet, you see what is going on. You see what is going on. Children are being seduced and initiated into demonic things by the day. Many children are addicted to pornography now, addicted to masturbation. So when your child closes his door and locks it from inside, you need to find out, why is my son or my daughter closing the door and locking it from inside? Why? Anyway, I don't want to go into that. Listen, let me tell you. Observe your children. Find out who they call boyfriend, because that boyfriend could be the one sleeping with her. That boyfriend could actually be the guy that's sleeping with your daughter. All right. So when young people ask me, is it okay for me to have a boyfriend? I ask them, are you ready to get married? If you're not ready to get married, then don't have a boyfriend, don't have a girlfriend. And if you are ready to get married, go and see your pastor. So he will guide the both of you so you can prepare for marriage. If you're not ready for marriage, you should not have a boyfriend. You should not have a girlfriend. Yes, you should not. It's not biblical. Sometimes we lead ourselves into sin or fornication and you begin to blame the devil. That's how people fell into sin. Now, let me talk to adults, especially those who are married. Now, as a married person or as somebody that is already cutting, you have your wife or your fiancé, right? Somebody that you are married to or cutting to marry. And you have another opposite sex you are close to. Probably you say, oh, we were friends from school. And your husband or your wife always see you talking with the person on phone. Sometimes the person will come into town and you go and see the person. My question is, what are you doing with the person? And so people are still talking with their ex. Your ex is in your marriage, still calling you on phone, checking on you. Your ex is still checking on you, sending you messages. Some people will even invite their ex to their house to see their wife or their husband, your ex. You have no respect. You have no respect. You have no respect. To have your ex in your life, in your marriage, you have no respect. And that marriage, pray very hard for your marriage if you're that kind of person. I don't think that as a married person that another opposite sex should be close to you that much. I don't think so. I don't think it's right for you to be married or cutting and there is another opposite sex that is very close to you, probably as close to you as your wife or your husband. That is dangerous, very dangerous. That kind of communication is going to be is going to cause trouble in your marriage. It's going to cause big problem for you. You're always talking with the person on phone, always chatting with the person, and your wife is asking you, is this the only girl? Is this the only woman that you talk to? You say, we are just friends from school. It's just my co-worker, making unnecessary excuses. That person will mess up your marriage. You have to understand, when you get married, listen, the moment you get married, you have to put boundaries. There are boundaries you put so that your ex and some ladies from your past will not infiltrate your marriage. You have to be careful because the Bible says a little leaven the whole lump. Later, maybe I will explain it. Little things. That's what the devil will use to crack. He will leave a crack on your marriage, just like that. And there are things you cannot explain. There are things you cannot explain. Avoid it. You cannot be on the phone constantly with an opposite sex that you're not married to. Constantly. And you're a married person. Constantly, you are talking with somebody else. Constantly. This is an opposite sex. This is somebody that probably you dated in the past and you bring the person into your marriage. Let's be very, very careful. Honor your marriage. Honor honor your marriage. Let me just say that. All right? Do not bring fire. The Bible says, do not bring fire into your bosom by yourself. It will burn you. It will burn you. Put boundaries where you need to put boundaries and protect your marriage. God bless you.